these bunnies, you could do the exact same thing with them and just put a little bouquet of something really fun on here. Like you could, what I like to do, even with these, that bow immediately goes. Like, bye. So I will tell you this. On a bunny like this, I immediately tore off his ugly bow. I may just leave it like it is and just do the bow. Because some people are like, I just want a bow. I'm like, done. So I'm going to do just the bow version. Okay, remember, you're going to measure that trunk area. Your loop should not be bigger than that. Pinch it, twist it, loop it. They're going to be 4 to 5 inch loops. My loops will not be bigger than his head. Not on this one. Sometimes they look really cute when they are, but on this one, I'm going to keep it cute and short and sassy. So I'm doing a 3-loop a bow, 3-loop boo. Just like that. I'm going to come in here with this one, which these are both really decadent ribbons. Oh my gosh, that one's so decadent it won't even cut. Okay, I'm going to zip tie it. Just like that. So for this one, I don't really want to take that ribbon because it's going to be a little bit harder to get it to pull tight. But I do have some of this D. Stevens really thin, it's like taffeta ribbon. And this would be perfect to go around Mr. Bunny's neck. Okay? So all I'm going to do is take this bow, and this piece of ribbon is going to become part of this bow. That way we're not using a string, we're not using, see what I'm saying? We're not using something crazy. And I'm just going to knot it. We're just going to knot it. You'll see why in a minute. We're going to fix it up. It'll look much, much cuter. Now this is just a little taffeta bow. And it really is. I love the color, but it is just not my favorite to work with. But it works really good to tie things. This one needs to be shorter. Just like that. All right. Now, we have to, what the heck? That was like a trick. I was trying to do a dovetail and it said, no thank you. No thank you. Now on these, when you have a ribbon that has wire sticking out, please make sure to clip that. And what I'm going to do, just to bring out some of the fun in this, I am taking this and I'm rolling it up 2 to 3 times. Just to get that metallic gold underneath. Really to shine through like a ray of sunshine, y'all. Now, one thing I will tell you, the reason I do it like this is I like for my 3-loop bows, one to be down there and for it to form a T, just like this. But the side of him is going to look like that, but a little pink rose. And I'm going to, I think I'm going to like this rose. If not, I have another idea. Okay. So I just looked up and saw these little guys. And I was like, oh, yes, please. Anytime I can use little pieces like this and put them anywhere in a design, I will. These are great little holy cow fillers. Right? Just little, and they're just hiding behind each other. They're just kind of snuggling. Y'all, I was not, it's purple, but it's spring, so it just counts. There's a tiny bit of lavender in this, and I mean tiny. This is a pusher, so I'm really going in there at it. Just a little tiny piece, just like that. Just enough to get some excitement. And we're going to come in here right next to that little baby's breath, or whatever that little filler is. Oh my gosh. Yes, please. Yes. Oop, don't you fall over. Have you not had breakfast this morning? So again, I'm going to clip it just like this. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed. Now, here's the little tricky trick I wasn't going to tell you, but I'm going to. These are just styrofoam. Friends, you can poke an entire bouquet into the side of this. I promise you. I've done it. So here the little bunny is. There's the nub of the nose. And then here he is. So these are both going to go for sale in my shop. Super stinking cute. Now, let me show you one more thing since we're already here. We may as well. Okay, this one just popped right off. All right, so what I'm going to do first is we have these beautiful little pushers. Some long, some short. I have just a couple of these left, which, listen, I'm not going to let anything go to waste if I can help it. This is one of those things that if I can use things like this, I'm going to do it. Now, his nose is right there. Okay? And you can also, listen, you can glue a foam block to the side just as easy as what I'm about to do. Whoops. You can do it. If people tell you you can't, they haven't tried it, because I've tried it. Y'all, I hope you get signed up for the Makers Workshop, masteryourmaking.com. Okay? Just like that. Going to cascade around the side. Not a big darn deal. Now, all I'm doing is this. This is how easy you can put something in your shop and make, this could all be leftovers. Now, I am going to come in with a little bit nicer of a bow. Nicer ribbon, anyway. Pinch, twist, loop. Pinch, twist, loop. Pinch, twist, loop. Which way am I going? Just. I'm going to do a 6-loop bow. Okay, now that is a thick piece right there. You are going to have a zip tie for that. And I'm over here telling myself, there they are. I found them. I found some. The little 4-inch ones, but I think they'll work. Okay. So even the velvet side of this looks pretty. So the velvet side or the satin side looks pretty. Find something like this that is very, very, very thin wired. Very thin wired. Cover up that zip tie. That's our main goal. Covering up that zip tie. And then now we got to get it on. So bring it around. You always want the tie on the back as close to the other one as you can get. Now, here's this little guy, and I am going to tell you I'm going to do something else to him. I like the way this rolls so much that I think I'm going to do a little waterfall effect on him. I made one longer than the other two. Just going to tie that up. I'm going to give it some streamers. All right, so what I'm doing here is I'm going to go back in, coming in. I should have done that when I did this a while ago, but I didn't think about it until I saw how cute it looked. And then I was like, oh my gosh, he needs more. He needs more gingham. So I'm just going to knot this. Anytime I can add some ambiance to some really nice velvet ribbon, I'm going to do that. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this and I'm going to, first of all, I'm going to fluff my bows. And remember, this wire is as thick as chili dog sauce. It is thick, my friends. Thick, thick, thick. But to warm that ribbon up back here, you need to kind of warm that wire up in there, all right? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab an ink pen, because this is a pretty small little. Little corkscrews. So now what I'm doing is I'm going to cut that, and I'm going to cut this one, and again I'm just going to showcase this really pretty satin underneath. Roll it, roll it, roll it. Keep that rolling, rolling. Just like that. Now I am going to take one more pusher, tiny little bit right here, and I am going to put a tiny bit of glue on this one, and I'm just going to feed it through the back. Actually, I lied. I'm going to do two more. Boom. Done. Like, how cute is that? I mean, I like making $100 an hour. Do you?